Welcome everybody, my name is Michael and today we are discussing about cryptocurrency. That's right, I've had an amazing past week, first week selling vehicles at a new dealership, and I must say, now we're finally, most likely going to be able to start investing in index funds and cryptocurrency, as long as this next week is just fine as well, which I'm pretty sure it will be. So what I was talking about earlier this year about index funds and cryptocurrency investments, dollar cost averaging, it's finally going to be happening. The reason it couldn't happen before was I had bills to pay and I simply was not making enough after taxes. So now, as long as this pattern, because if you're getting paid off of commissions and in car sales, it can always be varying, and you have no idea what next week is going to bring. But I think even the worst weeks over here are still going to pay much better than the previous dealerships. So this means that now, after expenses, I will have some cash left over, and probably a decent amount that I will be able to save up part of that, because I will be moving out of my parents' house next year. So whether that's for a mortgage or whether that's for rent or whatever it is, I'm going to be saving up that amount. And for anything just taxes, I'm going to have to pay taxes in January or February or whenever that is, so I'm going to save up for that as well. But after that, I'm able to put money away for IRA, Roth IRA, RIA, because I don't have a 401k, but that will be my entrance into index funds, finally. And for cryptocurrency, the number one thing we're going to be doing is Bitcoin dollar cost averaging. And that's it, just Bitcoin for the moment. Then we're going to get into Ethereum. Then we're going to get into altcoins. Right now, there's just two things I want to invest in. Bitcoin, that's it. Dollar cost averaging, keeping everything very simple. I know we're at an all-time high, all of this, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter when you start, as long as you continue this pattern. And I think as long as everything will be okay for the next year, and every month should be similar pay, yes, there's going to be some months that are going to be outliers in terms of maybe earning a lot less, maybe earning a lot more. For those months, we will figure things out when they come. However, for right now, it doesn't matter, because if Bitcoin's at an all-time high, sure, one month you might lose, oh no, $10, $20, $30. It's not like I'm going to be putting in huge amounts. But you can make it up very easily 6 months later, because that's what dollar cost averaging is all about. And for index funds, we are going to invest into one at the moment. That's it. The only one that I care about for the moment that will be following the market, the S&P 500, making sure that everything's fine. It's going to be very low risk, and potentially within the first year, you have to be even prepared that it might go down a little bit, but maybe it goes up. On average, over the past 20, 30 years, index funds give you, give or take, 10%, maybe after taxes, 8-7% interest, which is fine. That beats inflation. As long as it beats inflation, I'm happy with that. Bitcoin, on average, will give me 25% or more. But again, I could be completely wrecked next year, so you have to be prepared that with the first year that you're investing, you might be at a loss. However, the second and third year, most likely, you're going to be able to go up quite a bit. And when we're talking about, by the end of next year, well over $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, whatever is going to be in there, going up by 20% or 15% averaged out, yeah, okay. You're not going to see massive gains within the first year, but when you're looking at it on a 10-year scale, oh, that's when you start seeing those gains. Remember those compound interest calculators that I was constantly making videos about? That's why I was super hyped up about index funds. The real gains for index funds start 20, 30, 40 years. However, for cryptocurrency, it's always fun. You never know what could happen once we start diversifying into Ethereum, into other altcoins, building a cryptocurrency portfolio again, and maybe even in the future, as this YouTube channel grows, we finally hit 1,500 subscribers. That's fantastic. We might get paid for certain projects in cryptocurrency, and we're just going to hodl on to that, depending on what financial situation I'm in, of course, but most likely I'm going to hodl onto it as long as it's not a crap token. Then, you know, in that case, we're going to switch it off to Bitcoin or Ethereum, something stable, because all I want right now is stability. Then yes, within the next couple of years, I expect to have a 5-figure portfolio in cryptocurrency and a 5-figure portfolio in index funds. It all depends on what I earn right now. However, I must say, I'm not going to reveal an amount, but I must say that I'm finally over 4 figures per week after taxes, which is a good thing because I can live normally, because it's not a super high cost of living area that we're in, but it's a high cost of living area. That's why I'm living with my parents, but taxes and gas and all of this stuff gets you. And it's funny because my car note, my payment for my Volvo is a lot less. It's a lot less than some of my other bills, which makes you think like, hey, I'm paying a lot less for the car that I drive to work and utilize on a daily basis and even can make money from, because if worst case scenario, the world's ending, I'm able to do Uber and DoorDash and whatever with this vehicle, and it's running just fine, and mechanic says everything's fine with it. Then apart from, regular maintenance, oils and tires and whatever, which that's going to be on every vehicle out there, yeah, we have to figure out some of these bills. And some of those are, unfortunately, the biggest bill of them all is taxes. So I'm definitely not going to be staying in Illinois. Definitely don't want to be in the Chicagoland area. And even in car sales, we've noticed a lot, because if you come from the Chicagoland area, if you're from downtown Chicago, you're going to be paying 9.25% in taxes on a, let's say, $50,000 vehicle. That's quite a bit compared to Wisconsin, 5.5%, or the county that we're in, 7%. Huge differences. Now, also, this situation that we're in right now, we finally finished up paying off some debts. We have some bills to fix up. For example, my tires. I need to switch them out to winter tires. So, okay, my first big paycheck, and I'm going to switch out my winter tires. That's a good thing. I'm going to try and get them cheap, but not too cheap, because, your life's also important. However, I think by the end of this month, we will finally be making a video showing you my Roth IRA when I begin it, and my first cryptocurrency purchases, besides the tiny amounts of crypto that I have right now. So that's it. Pretty exciting stuff. I'll let you know more in the future. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.